I'd like to dedicate this song to Jason Collins.
When I wake up, I look into the mirror. I can see a clearer vision. I should start living a day, 'cause today's gonna be the day, it's gonna be the day. 'Cause today's gonna be the day, it's gonna be the day. Yeah, it's like
This song, "The Day" by The Roots, I find to be very relevant to Jason Collins because Monday was the day for him. The day where he could just live out and be who he was publicly without having to worry about anything that we thought about. You know, it's a great, great thing for him. And I've written already my thoughts on it on the EB Sports Report. And I just want to add one more note to it that what Jason Collins has done is not just publicly, liberate himself. And I feel like he knows who he is and he's comfortable with that now more so than ever. But what he's done is potentially impact somebody who's going to come behind him and step on his shoulders and be able to be who he is at a younger age where he's someone who can be more seen as a public sports figure. I want to share something with you really quick. I didn't want to compare this to Jackie Robinson because for several reasons. But I wanted to share something with you I looked up last night that I thought was really interesting. When Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier, he was 27 years old. I'm going to double check that right now. Jackie Robinson was 28 years old. He wasn't as young as some of the others. But he was younger than some of the great stars of the Negro League, so that he was chosen because he was the right age to be able to contribute and still have some of the prime years of his career left. What happened after Jackie Robinson, though, was that he opened the door for younger players to come in and have less troubles to face, but also be able to show and prove at a younger age. I'm just going to give you a quick example of somebody who came after Jackie. Willie Mays played in the majors when he was 20 years old in 1951. As great a player as Jackie Robinson was, he's a Hall of Fame second baseman. We all know Willie Mays is arguably the greatest player who ever lived. And because of Jackie Robinson, Roy Campanella, Larry Doby, Don Newcomb, and so many, Satchel Paige, who crossed that major league barrier for him, Willie Mays was able to come in, and he came in 1951, was Rookie of the Year. After he served in the military, he embarked on his legendary career that we all know and love, 2 MVPs, multiple All-Star appearances, multiple Golden Gloves, pretty much changed the way that the outfield should be played as far as his athleticism, was arguably one of the best hitters of all time. He came after Jackie and was able to do more. Same with Roy Campanella, who came to the Dodgers in 1948. It took him a while to get going, but he ended up winning 3 MVPs and is arguably one of the greatest he is one of the greatest catchers of all time, who probably could have played for a couple more years if he didn't have his tragic accident. So what I'm saying is that what Jason Collins did was provide somebody who was younger the chance to come out and say, hey, I'm gay, and I'm just going to play sports. And I think that's going to be a great thing to see, that somebody who's younger, who will have a longer career as an out athlete, who will continually help society really just get more comfortable with it. I think that's going to be the great thing. And people have said, it won't make a difference unless it's someone who's an all-star, somebody who can, push the needle a little bit more. And I would agree with that to a point. But I think someone who's a younger player, who can be a contributor on a team, somebody who you'll see on a nightly basis. He doesn't have to be an all-star, a pro bowler. It can be one, it cannot. It doesn't have to be. It can be someone who's going to be playing in the league and have some kind of name recognition for being a solid player. It can be that kind of person. It doesn't have to be a star, so to speak, to really kind of change things. It can be somebody younger who will play further, who will play longer and we'll have to see it more, and it'll become less and less of a story as they go on. So it's just like, oh, okay. But again, I've seen Jason Collins play since 1997 when he was in high school here and I was in junior high. He and his brother were 2 of the first stars that I remember watching in junior high. And to see him get to this point again, they reiterate what I wrote on my blog. I'm very happy that he's done this, and he has my support. He's always had my support as somebody who's a local kid, but he has my support even more now. And I heard something yesterday that was really interesting, that the Jason Collins situation and many others, Brittany Griner, Robbie Rogers, I believe Megan Rapinoe on the U.S. women's soccer team has come out as well. What it says more is about us, not them. It says we always look at saying, will sports athletes respect somebody who's a gay teammate? The better question is, are we as fans going to do more to just get over it? Because I think the problem isn't them, it's us. We always say sports is a meathead bastion of ignorance, and that's true, but you look at the support that Jason Collins got yesterday. So much support. Look at how Brittany Griner came out and barely anybody raised an eyebrow. I think the big question is, are we as a society going to just continue to grow and do more to eliminate the stereotyping, the gay jokes? And what saddens me is, you still see some people making gay jokes towards certain players, and it bothers me because clearly you have a player who just came out that doesn't fit any of those stereotypes, but yet you're still going to make the same jokes about a certain player because of how he looks and how he acts when the camera's around or something. I find that to be very juvenile, so I think it shows that we as a society have a lot to do. Me, I know what I got to do for it, and I've written about it. I talked to other people who know what they have to do with this, but again, props to Jason Collins, and props to whoever sees this as a young gay athlete, young gay male athlete, and is not afraid to come out and be themselves. Maybe one day it'll be their day. And when that day comes, when that person is young and ready to follow in Jason Collins' footsteps or the footsteps of many others, that's when hopefully, we'll continue to have these conversations on a deeper level. With that said, props again to this man right here. Here's to you, sir.
Every day I wake up, I stare into space and don't say much. Peer in the mirror, feeling dead from the face up. Coffee pot, cigarettes, morning J's, Baileys, slowing down.